The CBS 47 studio is sponsored by Sanger Chevrolet Buick GMC, Fresno County's only Chevrolet Buick GMC dealer. Eyewitness News starts now.
Coming up on Eyewitness News this morning, Valley Dairies on high alert with the contagious bird flu spreading to a number of dairy facilities. And then stopping violence against staff and students. Details on a Fresno Unified meeting to crack down on incidents in the classroom.
You're watching CBS 47 Eyewitness News this morning with Mederios Babb and your pinpoint weather forecast with Anthony Bailey. CBS 47 Eyewitness News this morning.
Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us on this Wednesday. Right away, we're going to check in with Anthony Bailey for a look at that forecast. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. It is a pleasant start to the day across the Central Valley. And yes, we're going to see temperatures continuing to cool down. Let's start you off right now and look outside. It is our Valley Cam network. It's brought to you by Table Mountain Sky. And we're taking a look at the CBS 47 cam on this morning. What a pleasant view here along the coastline where the fire weather warning is going on. But we're also seeing quiet conditions on the valley floor. Things look good there for you. Of course, we will see some active weather out in the mountains potentially later on today. 39 for Shaver, 40 Sequoia, and we're back in the 60s along the valley floor. And the temperatures, yes, they're cooling down just a touch, and the air quality is back in the good range. Let's get you over to those temperatures for the day ahead. Oh, things look and feel pretty good across the region. And as we head through the next several days, we are gearing up for, of course, a nice, comfortable afternoon. Stick around, the full forecast coming up.
Thank you, Anthony. Well, Central Valley dairy farmers are on high alert as bird flu continues to spread. The Fresno County Farm Bureau confirming more than 100 dairy facilities in California are seeing confirmed or presumed avian flu cases in dairy cows. Most are located right here in the Central Valley.
From both the individuals I've spoke to, they both said this is something they've never seen throughout their career.
Well, the flu and heat are making for a dangerous combination as valley farmers wonder what may come next. However, Fresno County Farm Bureau CEO Ryan Jacobson says the public is not at risk from those dairy products.
Pasteurization has been shown to kill avian influenza, so there is no risk to a human that's buying milk from the store, taking it home, or any of their dairy products.
Only a few human cases have been confirmed of the bird flu. All of those cases were humans in contact with that infected cattle. And today, Fresno Teachers Association will hold a press conference to discuss physical violence against teachers. Well, the association claims that Fresno Unified is experiencing elevated rates of physical violence, including students against students and students against staff. Well, it's been 1 year since the Parents Matter Act passed in Fresno County, which created a committee of local parents to determine which books would be allowed in the children's section of the Fresno County Public Libraries. Now that could be overturned with the new state law. Earlier this month, Governor Newsom signed the California Freedom to Read Act. The law requires libraries to explain to the state why they are restricting certain literature, and it cannot restrict books just because they discuss sexuality or race. However, the new law does not specifically mention guidelines or regulation of the children's sections of the libraries.
I think the parents should have ultimate control on how their children are raised, and I mean that is the job of a parent. And so I think when it comes to these very sensitive matters especially, we need to leave those decisions in the hands of the parents.
Which parents? I mean, are you leaving it up to the parents that don't want their kids to know about queer people? Or are you leaving it up to the parents that do want their kids to know about queer people?
The Freedom to Read Act is set to go into effect in January of 2026. And moving to our campaign coverage, Fresno area youth leaders hosted a candidate forum focused on Fresno Unified candidates running for trustee positions in the area of Roosevelt, Edison, and Fresno High.
And the students really wanted to make sure that their voice was heard in this election. We think it's really important that students take a center stage in this election when their trustees are representatives of each of these areas. And so we're really excited about the youth that are leading this forum tonight.
Well, questions came from youth leaders and community members. For breaking news around the clock, you can download our app or head over to our website, yourcentralvalley.com. Happening today, a homecoming celebration is set for the return of the 30th Central Valley Honor Flight tonight. 70 veterans are heading home from Washington, D.C. You and your family are encouraged to welcome them home in the airport lobby. The scheduled arrival of the honor flight is from 6 to 6:30. As we know from previous honor flights, there could be some delays. If you're not able to make the airport, we will have live coverage of the veterans' return during our evening newscast. It is 5:05 this Wednesday, still ahead on Eyewitness News this morning. In today's Eye on Ag, olive oil in the valley. Just how much of an impact local growers have on the industry.
And we're gearing up for a major cool down across the valley. Things are looking great across our area. Stick around, that full forecast is straight ahead.